Yeah, it's 4:34 right now. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get started. So I'll call the meeting to order, 4:34. We are doing remote attendance pursuant to the state executive order that is listed on the agenda. Can I have a motion for approval of the agenda? You guys?
I motion to approve the agenda.
Okay.
I'll second it.
All right, we'll do roll call. So Amy?
Yes.
Greg?
Yes.
Susan?
Yes.
Sophia?
Yes.
Samantha, yes. All right, are there any public comments other than what we've received? All right, so we'll move to the meat and potatoes of this meeting, which is the pandemic service levels. So we have seen a significant decrease in the cases in Macon County. And so we were just talking in the PPPR committee meeting, and we just wanted to revisit it and see if it maybe is time to change our service levels back, to where we were before. So Rick has some numbers up here.
That's the day that's the day we closed. So we had 65 new cases and a 7-day average of 98. And as of yesterday, 42 new cases and a 7-day average of 54.
You know, it's my understanding that the governor's office is going to, maybe on January 15th, which is later this week, announce that this region that Macon County is in, which is Region 6, will go back to phase 2, which means reopening of restaurants for indoor dining with certain conditions, and et cetera, et cetera. So at least I get information from the city manager today that this is likely where this region would go, and so that, I guess that means that there'll be more things opening back up.
So are you suggesting that we just follow the governor's guidelines and
not suggesting anything at this point, just
commenting? Yes.
Yeah, just commenting, just facts as I learned today.
Yes. Amy?
Well, obviously the decline in our cases is just, very exciting. There is a little uptick now, but it's very exciting. I'd be interested in hearing from Sophia just sort of a background information about how the hospitals are doing, if she has any awareness of that.
I mean, the hospitals are still full, but I think it's like the ERs are better than they were, which definitely adds to the whole thing. But
Well, and yeah, I mean,
I think if we do open up, though, we do need to be really strict about face masks and social distancing. And I'm okay with it as long as we're strict about it.
What I would ask is if you guys move to open, that you would allow the administration to set the details. I mean, what we would prefer is if we do open, we go back to right where we were right before we closed, which is no meetings, no in-person programs, no seating, restricted computer use. So more or less grab and go model, and still encourage curbside. So that's what we would ask.
And Rick, with that, do you have a limited number of patrons that are in the building at any time?
We've never come close to what our capacity under COVID would be. I mean, the only way we would hit it's about 300, and actually the tier 3 changed it a little bit, but it's still well over 100 capacity, and 65 is high. But I paid $150 for a year's worth of software that will keep track of how many people are in the building at a time. So we've got our people counter, but now it actually will tell us how many are in the building at any given time, give us an alert when we're about to approach being full.
Good.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So, Rick, would you have any suggestion on when?
Well, I think that if that's what you guys want to do, if the board decides that's what they want to do, reopen, I typically I'd ask for a couple of days, but I think I'd ask for a week because we've got computer appointments booked all week this week. So we'd have to call everybody on that list. And for me, the simplest thing would be, Monday's a holiday, just reopen on Tuesday with the restrictions we had right before we closed. I wouldn't have, and I don't think there would be much, I can't speak for all the staff, but I'm not hearing anybody too worried about that service model.
Does anybody have any concerns with that?
No, I don't have any concern. I just wonder that sounds fine to me, but because we have computer appointments, why can't those appointments still be, even if we open?
Because people would come in and want to just get on the computers like they always have, and we'll have, we'll have to, the whole thing, well, you can only be on there for 15 minutes because we've got it coming in at 1:30. It would be challenging to manage without some pretty upset patrons.
Yeah. Okay. And proactive canceling of the appointments, like, hey, come in tomorrow, and then everybody comes in tomorrow. So it makes a little bit more sense, though, for sure.
I mean, is there any way that until we open, until we open next Tuesday, add that you can make an appointment to browse the stacks this week if you wanted to?
Well,
or is that just a little too weird?
I haven't talked to anybody I've talked to one library that did that. Springfield did it for a while, but it was I don't know if you've been in their library, but it's very differently set up than ours. And that they were only doing it for the new and popular materials. So they had a very enclosed space, which also doesn't make sense for people to come in and browse by appointment. Whereas we're a whole lot more spread out than they are. My concern about that is how much value do you get out of that? I mean, so
I'm just thinking about that woman that sent us a letter, an email saying, like, and we offer people like that who are insistent, maybe not publicize it, but say, I don't know.
And respectfully to her, she was, making that argument as I was handing her a bag full of books through her car window. So she got and I see her point. I'd rather come in and browse too. I really would. But I think if we're only talking about a few days.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't care.
All right. So
I'm in with it. I'm in with that idea. I like it. Tuesday.
All right. You want to make that motion, Michael?
Yep.
Okay.
I will make a motion. Is that what you want me to just make a motion that we would reopen the library with limited access and availability?
Yeah.
And I don't know what the hours are, but starting Tuesday.
I would like to, I'd like to, because we have to give 30 days notice to union staff, I would like to keep the hours of operation the same for at least 30 days. And then we can expand those hours like we did last time as we go and as the numbers are good.
I think that's good. So, so can I have a second?
I second.
All right. So we'll do roll call. So we're going in order, but I don't see up there. I was like, where's Sophia? Greg?
Yes.
Sophia?
Yes.
Amy?
Yes.
Susan?
Yes.
Michael?
Yes.
Samantha? Yes. Okay. Well, I'll be there on Tuesday then. So, all right. I don't think is there anything else that we need to talk about?
I'll motion to adjourn.
Well, just one thing. I mean, if Rick could just in a minute. So what did we just approve? Come Tuesday, when are the doors open? When are the doors close?
They will be open from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Thursday. We'll close at 5:30 p.m. on Fridays. We'll be closed on Saturdays. We'll work towards reopening to full hours. We just need a 30-day notice to give to our bargaining unit staff.
Okay,
Does that 30 days start today or like tomorrow?
I'll have to get with the division heads and see how quickly they can get out of schedule.
I was just curious. Okay,
perfect.
then I will take a
Okay.
motion to adjourn.
So moved.
All right.
Thank you
Second.
for reminding me.
Yeah, no problem. So we'll do Greg,
Yes,
Sophia,
Yes.
Amy,
Yes.
Susan,
Yes.
Michael, Samantha.
Yes.
Samantha, sorry, I almost. Meeting's adjourned.